Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Dragon Warrior randomizer race here on RPG Limit Break. My name is CyberDark86. I'm joined in the comms booth here tonight by Diabetes II. We have RG365 and Schmike Tracking and High Spirits Restreaming. How are you tonight, DB?
CyberDark, I am looking forward to this race. I think a lot of people are going to be looking forward to this one tonight.
Indeed they are. This is our group number 1, the people that had 10 points in the first 2 weeks. We're kind of overwhelmed with admins tonight. Myself and you and High Spirits here in the booth. And we have Aaron, Archfield, and Angel, all admins as well, along with Big Slamoo.
The admin crew, both sides of the field this time. It'll be really interesting to see how this one plays out. Obviously, as you mentioned, Aaron, Archfield, Big Slamoo, and Angel all took wins in the first 2 weeks. Each of them has 10 points. Someone's got to lose and drop to 11 points, but someone is going to be put in the driver's seat with 15 after tonight's race.
Chat already pointing out they start with Hurtmore. Just a notification for everyone here watching this race tonight. Due to IRL concerns, Archfield had to race this or run this seed earlier. What we're playing for him is his VOD. I think he played Sunday afternoon. I did watch him live, watched him play it. But the other 3 are racing live with the same seed. They have not seen it until tonight. So even though Archfield is a VOD, Archfield's feed is a VOD, it should still be in time with everything else.
Just a quick introduction to what we're looking for this week. This is week 3, the triplet shuffle. This is a position round for our top 4 runners. We've got Three's Company, so rescue Gwaelin, take her to the Dragon Lord, agree, and that will trigger the alternate win condition. Complicating that will be our expanded chess pool, stair shuffle, and treasure guards with the alternate run algorithm. It should be a very interesting race.
Should indeed, and here we are. We are started. Could be a little bit of lag on Slimoo's side there. So we pick up the dragon scale, we pick up the wings, and the obligatory key in the back, of course.
Wings means that key gets kept, so we have the opportunity for all of our runners to check out the treasury, check out the basement if they choose. Wouldn't be surprised with the starting Hurtmore if they opt to not do that, or at least reset out of it. Keep that key. We know that we can fight some things, or at least one thing outside with our starting MP.
Right, we've got 2 casts of Hurtmore there. Aaron immediately goes for a Magician. And picks up level 2, which had 18 hit points, I think? No, 18 strength.
Making quick work of it, heading up to level 3 as well. 18 agility this time. Good starting stats.
I don't think anyone went back for the key at all, and Angel is finding a town in Starlock right away.
Of course.
I mean, what else would it be? But you have Hurtmore. I mean, you could try.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's ever a time for early Hawksness, it's when you start with or already have Hurtmore. So level 4, not ideal for taking on a spike tile, but if it doesn't ambush you, it happens to be a green dragon or an axe knight in particular, got a good chance to take it down.
Ooh, Demon Knight with DL2 Breath doesn't make it quite to the spike.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see him head straight back. Again, at least you have the information if you get to that spike tile. Maybe it's not something you can grind, but at least you know that it's not something you can grind. If it is, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Angel and any of our runners, once they find it, head right back.
So we're doing a little bit of synchronization here. We're going to see a few pauses. Archfield's feed will be back shortly, I'm sure. So far, nothing big. Of course, like we said, they all have that key to start. No one's really taking advantage of it. They all want to keep it and see what else they can find.
Yeah, and with these early deaths as well, no one has accrued enough gold to consider going in, spending a key, buying more keys, and then parlaying those keys into treasury checks or other things.
Alright, we've got 2 runners into Sherlock heading straight for that spike tile. Archfield finds his dreaded enemy.
Not what you want to see. It's possible, certainly, to take it out with a couple of Hurtmore casts, but you also got to survive along the way. 42 HP, again, possible, but probably going to see some grinding before we see either or any of these runners take that on again.
Hey, Slamu found more keys in the town of Rimmildar. Has enough gold to stock up on all of them.
That's certainly one way to get keys. The old-fashioned way. Angel gonna join Slamoon Archfield at level 6. Aaron lagging a little bit behind, level 4, has taken a couple of deaths here early on.
We have a cursed belt in the inn in Rimmildar. Slamu's going to check the other possible chest. And find some gold.
Honestly, that's probably the best place to find it in a town. It's not key locked, so he can exit and re-enter if he wants to and grind up a little bit of cash to buy something. We see some defensive upgrades. Again, we've got Hurtmore, so offense via the sword is not really that critical, so that's actually a pretty favorable shop.
We've actually got skeletons here in Oxness, which is not... scorpions in Oxness, which isn't too bad of a grind. There's also the poltergeist in there. And Aaron takes out the blue.
Third of our runners. Yeah, he may have been the third person to get to Hawksnest, but he's the first one to take it out.
And I believe that's a token.
It is. It's one of the required quest items. We still need those in this flag set.
I believe Archfield just checked the rest of Tanager Castle and didn't see any chests there. He's heading for the basement. And finds the Jerk, who we will need later on to pick up the Rainbow Drop.
Divergences, convergences here. Looks like Slamu's dedicating himself to the grind on the overworld currently. Aaron, Archfield, and Angel heading in various directions, doing a little bit of exploration with the very little resources they have. Angel has found himself now in the grave.
Picks up a torch. And a death by Axe Knight.
Boy. Angel accidentally put on the cursed belt used to menuing down to the keys, but does not have herbs. So that will be something he will have to contend with. We do see, or we have seen Brecconary pretty close by, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think it'll be catastrophic. But we will need to get back into Tanthagil, as he will soon see that the Jerk Cave is in the basement, so he will need to get there sometime.
So as long as Angel doesn't leave Tantagil, he's fine, but as soon as he does, he will not be allowed back in.
Actually, Smike, with a good point of reference, it's the whole bottom like line of tiles in the castle that kicks you out. So he actually won't be able to get to the stairs here.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
As soon as you get in line with the guards at the front door, for whatever reason, they just made it the entire horizontal line of the map. So, yeah, probably doesn't feel very good. Again, Brecconary is not too far away, so I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. But it's annoying. Meanwhile, Archfield has found coal and is doing the search tile grind on the Death Necklace spot.
Picking up a little bit of extra gold to pick up some gear, I guess? Ooh, yeah,
Half-plate, very reasonable. Very reasonable. Probably don't want to be doing Flame Sword or Magic Armor grind 100 gold at a time, but... well... maybe I'm wrong.
Slamo picks up a broadsword in Brecconary. Oh, an angel has found Brecconary and is going to have the curse belt removed.
It doesn't happen often, but it's good to know that you can get uncursed in Brecconary. That gentleman on the right side of town will do it for you, whether that's the curse belt or the Death Necklace.
We have a cave here directly north of Rim and Brecconary.
Angel headed back into the grave, dispatched earlier by the Axe Knight. Only got, I think, 1 treasure chest check-in. 5 more here on the top floor.
Slamu is ahead on experience now, just hit 1500 and picked up level 10. Our other runners on 8, 7, and 7, respectively.
I'm a little surprised to see so much exploration here in the early game. Certainly with Hurtmore, you have the opportunity to sit and grind. Maybe they're just not happy with the grind spots they've found. Maybe they're thinking they don't want to overgrind. I've got Hurtmore, I'll just fight whatever I see along the way. Seems to be working out for the most part for everybody. Finally, Radiant pickup there for Angel. Now can see a little bit more easily in the grave.
Angel headed for the bottom staircase in grave here as well. Or was at least.
Yep, he's not going to get there. Interesting to see that he was going to at least perhaps just check to see where it led. Maybe not intending to dive it necessarily. Maybe looking for the possibility of setting up a gold grind. We haven't seen a gold chest accessible to the castle, and we know that there isn't one. He doesn't, though, because he has not yet gotten to the basement.
Aaron is walking around in Sherlock somewhere.
Top grave. He's back where Angel was a couple of
top
seconds
grave.
ago. Yep.
I'm not used to seeing that part of the grave.
No one is. I think the alternate tile set's also messing with me a little bit.
I just looked, I didn't know where it was, I saw a golem, I said, oh, he's in Sherlock. So Angel taking on the blue dragon and the Hawksness again.
Yeah, so certainly going to feel a lot more confident with some actual resources in tow as opposed to coming in at level 4. Gonna get the good news, pick up Erdrick's token.
Archfield is in Swamp, I believe, and finds the Axonite Spike Tile. 26 HP there on level 9.
Yeah, that's a really, really nice find here for Archfield. I think he's the first one to see it, but he's the first one to sit here and grind for a little bit. We'll see how long he does. Looks like he... No, he was... I thought he was going to go for the princess, but it looks like he was just checking to see if there was a chest in there or not. Would be certainly a little preemptive to pick up the princess quite yet. A lot of homework still to do, and then you don't want to carry her around and accidentally die. It's just a waste of time.
Very quickly to level 10 there.
Armored Knight proving even more formidable than we thought. Angel FM put to sleep, so that could be something that we contend with, either diving through the cave system looking for the quest items, or with the princess through Sharlock.
The good news is we have stop spells, so we do have that utility. Hey, Swamp backs into Garenham.
And Aaron is the only one to go through so far. Finds a treasure guard. What is that green dragon hiding? You're gonna have to wait for these messages.
Archfield is also back there now. It's a harp.
We take those. Another required quest item.
So Aaron does not waste his key going out through, decides to back out of Garenham and going through the front door, Archfield doing the exact same.
Meanwhile, we haven't talked about Slamoon a little bit, mostly because he's really absolutely wearing the sand away in the desert here, just next to our twin towns. Continuing that grind, he does have the experience lead currently, level 11, nearly level 12. We know that Swamp Cave grind's probably a little bit more efficient, but he's certainly getting some steps in.
Well, having these Magic Wyverns here right next to a town, so quick heal. Star Wyverns as well. The Magic Wyverns guaranteed to go down with a hurt more. The Star Wyverns likely to go down with a hurt more. I mean, you can grind pretty quick. The Knight's guaranteed to go down.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a really great spot, and you don't have to go looking for something. If he doesn't know that there's something better elsewhere, this is really, really enticing, so I don't blame him for doing this. Again, we do run into the possibility of overgrinding per se, but with no healing spells at level 12 still, I'm not liking my odds of going into Sharlock and diving with the princess.
For sure, we would prefer heal more, but even getting heal would be nice right about now.
Alright, Angel off the Axonite grind, gonna head the rest of the way through Swamp Cave. He's gonna pick up his Silver Harp, as Aaron and Archfield did a few moments ago. Let's see what he elects to do next.
Better hope he hits it in one. Oh, but the green dragon has hurt.
Oh, the hurt more of this on top of it.
Still manages to take it down without getting killed.
Not even willing to take the chance of walking one tile outside, gonna burn the key, stay at the inn. We've tempted fate too many times in the last 30 seconds.
Tempting out the fates for sure.
Well, some people think they're better than the king. Apparently, Alina is one of them.
Alina, best girl for sure. It's too bad she can't do a wield in this game.
Angel into Tablet Cave, rest of our runners on the overworld. Aaron finds Cantlin. Could be a big find. We'll get a check for coordinates. Got a couple of chest locations here to check for as well.
Oh, finds a chest here in the bottom shop. Oh, and Aaron gets blocked in by the NPC.
Very rare we need to worry about that one. Only with the alternate chest locations do we even have to think about that vendor down there. And Aaron did not fill up on herbs before heading into the barrier tiles here, will not be able to make it the rest of the way out, and gets coordinates of 32 north, 33 east.
Archfield should have those coordinates shortly as well. It's now in Cantlin.
Angel. 40 HP to live on. The Armored Knight took exactly 40 of them away and sends him home.
Do you see Sherlock here? Oh, of course, we saw that earlier. It's just north of Oxness.
Yep, fairly close to home. Looks like Aaron's going to count the coordinates out here, see what he sees.
So in this flag set, you have to count. You can't bring the princess back to the king and get your GPS, because then you can't do your Three's Company ending. You can, I guess, win the normal way, but everyone else will likely finish before you. It's a flute.
It is a flute. Not going to help with the spike tiles we've seen so far, but the Sherlock spike tile could be a golem. Never know. Think of the possible items, though. He was certainly more interested in sword or armor than a flute, but you get what you get. I mean, it was discarded in a swamp. I mean, what did you really expect?
Archfield picks up a large shield there in Cantlin as well. He's going to get his herb shortly out of the shop. And Slamu looks like he's on the X-Knight grind in Swamp.
Not only that, he is the first of our runners to go ahead and save Gwaelin. So, Gwaelin in tow for Big Slamu. He is the experience leader at level 13, but he has no quest items as yet, so he has a lot of homework to do, and now he's going to have to do it without taking a death, unless, of course, he has to save Gwaelin again.
Angel back in the top of the mountain here.
Worth noting, as chat points out, level 13 gave Slamu the heal spell. It's not heal more, but it is a healing spell nonetheless, and that seemed to be the trigger for him to say, you know what, I gotta get out of here, let's save the princess, and we'll go find the things. I'm probably not going to take any deaths, hopefully. Let's do the things, find the stuff, wrap this up.
Angel finds Erdrick's armor in the top of swamp under a Wraith Knight. Top of mountain.
That is a very nice find. Not required, since we're not going to be trying to take out the Dragon Lord, but certainly very, very helpful, both for the walking regen and the protection from all the various things. The stop spells, the breath attacks, the hurt mores.
And most of all, the barrier tiles.
Absolutely, and barrier tiles block all 3 staircases on Sharlock 1, and if you have to test multiple of them to find the correct staircase to the Dragon Lord, that's going to be a huge drain on resources.
Ooh, and we see DL2 breath on the red dragons. Which we may have seen before.
Peter finds a dead end through the spiral staircase via Sharlock, I believe via Mountain Cave. So dead ends there, does not find the elusive Stones of Sunlight. It's the one quest item nobody has found yet.
We know it's not in Hoxton's, we know it's not on the spike tiles. Anywhere around, so it has to be in a chest somewhere.
About the possible easy checks, I believe we found all of our towns so far, Stone's Cave, Top of Tablet, etc. So it seems that cave diving is going to be required, at least in some amount, in this seed. Maybe a matter of finding the right staircase that goes the right way. Find those stones.
Slamu picks up the death necklace for the second time, I'm not sure.
This might be his first trip to Cole. I don't recall if he's been here before. I know most of our other runners did a lot of exploration early. May have been mistracked. It's possible, I don't know.
No, I'm forgetting that the death necklace does not have a treasure guard on it.
Ah, there you go. Far be it for me to slander our wonderful trackers.
Aaron is exploring the cave system, has backed into Mountain 1, and decides to leave? Okay, he's now going back in. It's a good thing he is, because he's heading straight for the chest with the armor.
Definitely a nice find, especially with this seemingly required cave dive. It's going to be helpful for staying alive, especially without heal more. This is the first hub floor that we're seeing is what, Sharlock 3? I don't think we've seen any of the other ones yet.
Aaron finds an Axe Knight on the chest. It's not a spike tile, but it has the fighter's ring.
Not a flag set where you care too much about your attack power other than as much as you need for grinding, but you'll take it.
2 attack is 2 attack. That's why we keep telling people to buy the bamboo pole if it's available.
I mean, he's got to prepare for the princess rescue. It makes sense. You need that ring.
Slamu now finding Caitlin and Archfield and Rimmelsdar.
Yeah, it seems like almost everyone must be wrapping up their overworld locations, checks, exploration, etc. Just doing their absolute best to not dive the caves if they don't have to, but I think the conglomerate of information we have from all 4 of our runners combined is telling us that stones are going to be somewhere in the dark there. Maybe they'll... Can we have the stones? I mean, they're stones of sunlight, right? Shouldn't they, like, illuminate the chest that they're in?
Ooh, now that'd be an idea. It'd be pretty cool if you could just see a randomly, a chest in a grave somewhere or in a cave, and there's like 4 or 5 tiles around it lit up.
We've got some intrepid coding friends in our Discord community. I'm sure we can find someone who's interested enough to try it out.
Slamu trying to get into the shop here with keys was blocked by an NPC for a second.
Alright, Aaron is the second of our runners to pick up the princess. So he is now walking around with Gwaelin in tow, looking for the remaining quest item, and then to do the turn-ins and head into the Sharlock dungeon.
Archfield picks up level 13, which is where I believe the rest of the runners are.
Yeah, despite the various approaches, everyone pretty much at the same point right now, for the most part. A couple sans princess, but for the most part, again, just having wrapped up their overworld checks to the point that they're looking for, or not looking to, dive into those caves. So the question is, which staircase in which cave is where we need to go? I'll be honest, it's been a little bit difficult to follow exactly which staircases have been checked in Mountain Grave and otherwise. I think we've seen some checks into Mountain, and we did see the Sharlock Basement 3 hub floor with 4 staircases. I think I saw Archfield, Angel, and Aaron all go to the bottom stairs through there, but I don't know that we saw them go to the west stairs.
In which cave, sorry?
I think that was in Mountain and then through the Sharlock, 3rd floor.
The southeast stairs is where Aaron came in the mountain. Angel and Archfield, I think, or Angel for sure, found Mountain from the normal entrance. So yeah, the other set of staircase, the normal one you would go down, I don't know if anyone has checked. They've all checked the top left. Top left.
Yeah. Always a little bit difficult unless you're actually mapping it out to keep track of all this. I had that intention, but it's hard with 4 runners to do that.
It's hard enough when you're racing yourself.
Right?
Well, Slamu just checked the lower right and went into Sherlock and noped out.
Yeah, not sure. I don't think he's found it from that direction, but because that doesn't, I don't think, exit anywhere other than to another cave system that's already been checked. But perhaps just doesn't want to go through that long floor of, one staircase exit. I believe at this point, I'm pretty sure we can say that mountain is going to be our progression. Just where in there, I don't know.
So Archfield is in as well, and was going to go down through Sherlock, but decided to turn around, which is good, because if he goes all the way around, he'll pick up his armor.
Or he doesn't. We've seen multiple people go south here. And he's backtracking once more.
Slamu in the exact same spot, looking for the armor. Or is going to pick up the armor.
Yep, quick high five between Archfield and Big Slamu. Slamu the first to the armor, Archfield gonna be right behind. Again, big pickups for them. Again, not strictly required for this, but certainly going to help out the cave diving here.
Okay, so Mountain, the normal staircase you would take leads to Sherlock 4, I think it is? The one where you normally split for the Erdrick Sword Vanilla.
Yep, so 3 staircases here. I don't know that we've seen exactly where these go yet, but we are about to find out on Big Slamu's side. Also Angel's, or Archfield's side. Oh no, it's another hub floor. This is Grave 2 for Slamu and Archfield. And now Sherlock 1. Oh boy.
The good thing is that means Grave 2 is not in the normal Sherlock dungeon.
Yeah, this is actually really good news for Sherlock because with all 4 major hub floors in this system, that means that none of them are going to be part of Sherlock.
Oh, here's our last chest in Grave. And it's empty.
Insult to injury. Not only was it not treasure guarded, there wasn't even a treasure to guard.
Archfield nopes out before checking everything, I believe. Slamu's found the last floor in Sherlock.
Archfield was out of resources. Had to nope out before going further, but Slamu finds Mountain 2. Lots of possible chest locations here. Unfortunately, finds several empty spots to start. Got at least 2 treasure chests here, possibly 4. We'll see what the east side has.
There's a Star Wyvern here. It could be normal, it could be a treasure guard. Ooh, the sword.
There aren't very many circumstances where you're upset to see the sword. This is probably one of those times. And ironically, there are Star Wyverns down here, so it could have been a random enemy. There it is. Aaron is the first one to find the stones. That was on the Sherlock Hub Floor 1 Northeast treasure chest. Aaron is the first one to put all the pieces together. He just now has to turn in for the rainbow drop and head to Sherlock.
And I believe Rainbow Drop is right below us here.
Aaron in an absolutely commanding position right now. He found the thing that everyone needed to find, and he is the first one to do so. He already has the princess in tow. Certainly, one would imagine that his current level, I believe 13, is more than enough. Heal more is still, you know, not having that is a little bit tough. We've already seen some enemies, like the Armored Knight and Red Dragon, that are quite dangerous, with Sleep and Dragonlord Breath, respectively. Not over by any means. Still some work left to do, some possible dangerous locations to traverse, but Aaron about to head into Sharlock, and we shall see what it has in store for him.
I see Archfield now just walking over chests. If the treasure guard doesn't pop up, he's ignoring them.
Well, it makes sense. There were only 2 possibilities, and he got the one that already wasn't what he needed, so no reason to check anything else.
Aaron takes the right path, which leads to the left path.
That narrows it down a little bit. So this is going to be the path. It's just a matter of if it is a very direct path or has a lot of pass-throughs in it. Looks like we're on Sharlock 1 of the trip to the Vanilla Sword spot. Running into the alternate run algorithm in the Green Dragon that absolutely will not let him run away and just keeps, like, flinging little hurt casts at him that don't do anything.
Oh, Aaron's found it. I mean, it was guaranteed, but it was only 1 floor in between.
Yep, very easy pass-through for Aaron. Just needs to make it across the bottom floor here and the spike tile. Green Dragon's just following him around. Fortunately, they are not too dangerous. Still want to stay topped off on resources, though.
Angel is back in Mountain again.
Oh, this is where he needs to be. He just needs to find the correct staircase. That is not it. Alright, here is the ultimate challenge for Aaron, the Red Dragon. Fortunately, picking up the armor is going to mitigate that Dragonlord Breath quite a bit.
Slamu in the same cave as Angel. Is that a blue dragon on that spike?
It is a blue dragon on the spike. Not the best attack power for Aaron, only rocking the broadsword here. Blue dragon with the dodge on top of it, but let's see what happens here. No heal more.
Gonna burn those herbs.
Oh, he just sneaks through on the final swing.
Completely heal up. You don't want to take another chance on the way to the Dragonlord.
Already took a pretty big chance not going fully into that fight. And the dodge from the blue dragon. Remember, don't hold B. Don't hold B. Don't hold B. Good job.
The 1 week where you need to hold A.
All right, aaron2u2 is the winner of tonight's race, our first place finisher. An official race time GG. Time of 41 minutes, 25 seconds.
Pineapple saying in chat that Aaron is a lock for bracket rounds. I don't know the numbers myself, but I believe you. I do believe usually 14 or 15 points is Maybe 16 points is the cutoff, depending on how things work out.
Like we have our very astute coding friends. We also have a lot of good statisticians in the community. I'm sure someone will have done all the math for us.
Archfield is now wandering around Sherlock. I think that's the Mega Dungeon part. And I believe Angel is closing in on the stones. Nope, this could be the sword.
New sword. Archfield now has finally found the correct staircase. Let's see if he goes to the correct staircase. On the next floor, he does not. I think he recognized that, so he'll be headed to the west side of Sherlock Basement 3 as well. Should send him to B1 hub, and we will go from there.
And Aaron is here. GG, sir.
Thank you. I'm glad we actually had to dig in the Mega Mountain this time.
There haven't been a lot of strong expeditionary forces let out into the cave system so far in week 3, but today's definitely was one of those. How did you feel about that, going into that cave system knowing that the stones have to be down here somewhere?
Absolutely excited, because if it wasn't, I don't think I was going to win this race the way it was going. I needed to get a little bit of luck in the dungeons. I just felt like I died too much, which, looking at the others, I guess it wasn't that inconsistent, but, no heals, and I didn't really make any attempt to do anything to stay alive either. I do like I'm the only person who got the flute.
Yep, of course you can't get the GPS in this type of seed without having to beat the Dragon Lord. So you did count it out. You got it after a couple steps, I believe.
Yeah, I was expecting a treasure garden. When I saw it was a blue dragon, I got confused, and I took an extra step, and I'm like, oh wait, it's probably, just the flute, so whatever.
Handy there in Sherlock. Speaking of Sherlock and the spike tile there, how about that blue dragon?
Yeah, I probably should have done hurt more strats, but I don't know. It worked. I figured if I didn't miss, I was fine, and I think that was true. But I kind of wish I had I don't know, maybe like a heal more spell or something would have been nice.
Heal more certainly would have been nice, no question about it. Unfortunately, it's going to be level 15 or 16 for heal more in this seed, so nobody has it as yet. Slamu is only 1 kill away probably from level 15. We'll see if it happens to be there. Little nervous. I like the usage of the herbs better than a healing spell for sure, but unfortunately the blue dragon just did not cooperate with low rolls on you.
Yeah, I think, probably didn't even need to bother with the last one, because once you're down to 9 hit points, you're not going to herb past, him, but I was already in that move. But like I said, if I didn't miss, it wouldn't have been even an issue, but when I dodged, I thought about running immediately, and then I changed my mind and thought I still had enough juice, and I did, but oh hey, Slamu got 15 and heal more.
Nice indeed.
Level
and
15 heal more. He's
stones.
Nice. I would say Slamu's practically ready to just go fight the Dragon Lord at this point. Of course, he's got to get into Sherlock first.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the path was, because all of the caves were connected, but I think you had to go through Sherlock 4 on the western path. That was and then it was just the far northeast corner in Sherlock 2. I almost dipped out of that, and I thought, nope, always, if there's a chest, you always check it. Even if it's having to walk all the way across this stupid thing with Gwaelin and no heals.
And especially when you were really down to the nitty-gritty in terms of possible chest locations left. We saw just about everything. I'm trying to think of possible locations we didn't see. I don't think we saw, what was it, Grave 3? I don't think we saw those 2 chests at any point. So you're really in that situation. You really have to check. And you made the right call. You did. Was the stones. That was the missing item. It's what everyone has been looking for really the last 15 minutes.
I'm not surprised. I mean, that's the last place you want to go, so.
Slamu, I think, is on his way. He looks like he took the right stairway to start.
Oh yeah, the Staff of Rain Cave was really tricky. I mean, I can't say hopefully Archfield finds it soon because, but yeah, he's almost there. I don't know. I think it connects if he goes through that swamp, maybe. I think that's, all he has to do is go through that swamp to the southwest, but actually thinking to do that is hard because it on my map, that was like no man's land. Like nothing should have been there. Uh-oh. Okay, he changed his mind. Good.
Aaron, it must be nice not having to deal with Grave 2 in the middle of Sherlock.
Yeah, I mean, I started to get really worried. And again, that was part of it too. Like, I didn't feel like I played the beginning of this seed particularly well. So, like the part where I went through to get more keys and realized I was 1 gold short, so I didn't check the treasury, that felt kind of dumb. I was hoping to find a chest somewhere with gold or an enemy to fight, and then it was just the drop underneath and nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, hey, where was the sword at? I'm curious.
Mountain 2.
Yep, Mountain 2.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, Slamu, he was going to the stones and he turned around. What are you doing, Slamu?
Well, finds the dead end.
Well, that's good. He probably will find it, assuming he remembers the chests are up there.
Dead end chest, and there was one there. Unfortunately, just cash for Slamu. You would certainly much rather have the stones, which he just laid eyes on. Angel's still looking for the right staircase as well. Archfield just now heading into Sherlock. Let's see what direction he goes first. Left or right, it doesn't really matter because they're going to lead one to the other.
Yeah, that's always fun. I mean, this was, what, 1 dark room in the entirety of Sherlock? That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a guaranteed path. I mean, there was no extra staircases.
Yeah, with all the hub floors being outside of Sherlock, we knew that it was going to be a straight line path. It's just a matter of which staircase was the correct one.
Oh man, Slamu and Angel basically tied right now. Wait, what's Angel doing? Did he forget where the Rainbow Drop Cave was? Oh, he doesn't have the princess. He's going to get her first. Well, I mean, I guess this one actually might make more sense to get the princess first, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's just going to be like an extra MP cast. They might want to have to visit a town as a result. Angel probably... You know what? I bet this is probably favorable to Angel because he'll just tech the MP dude in the castle, whereas Slamu is going to have to make a decision about the lack of MP after this. Since there's no town, so he'll have to make a whole special trip back in.
If he chooses to do so, he might be thinking, I've already seen the hub floors, it's got to be a fairly straightforward walk. Once I'm in Sherlock, I've got heal more, so I'm a little bit safer from that. I'm feeling slow, someone's already finished 10 minutes ago. I'm waiting for more .duns to come through. He might be just saying, I can't afford to. We'll see.
All in all, this seems like it's going to be a pretty close race. Aaron, 10 minutes ahead right now. Archfield rounding the corner, and the other two grabbing the princess and getting ready to go.
Archfield go with their more strats. Hits one against the Blue Dragon, can just fight it out now. Should have no problems wrapping up this fight. Should heal to full in between, though. We have seen the red dragons down here. Don't want to take any chances.
Yeah, that's still, they might have that whole healing issue too. Slamu with the heal more might be in a situation where Angel wastes a lot more time having to top off Although I kind of feel like he's the sort who isn't going to do that anyway.
ArchfieldMonk has held A, joined the Dragon Lord with the Princess, and is finished with an official time of 52 minutes 20 seconds.
I seem the only person who did the HPMP build. I know this is a week where that's kind of an interesting thought project, so I was curious to see how that would go, and oh, there you are.
Angel's trying the left staircase first. It's actually maybe going to give Slamu a bit of a head start because... Oh no, he'll just take the stairs and go back, I guess.
It didn't matter either way. I guess I think he only had 2 keys left, which really wouldn't have mattered, but it's going to be very tight here. It's going to maybe depend on encounter luck. Both of our runners on the top floor of Sharlock. Angel the first one to the staircase.
Yeah, that was another thing too. I didn't count, but I swear I had double-digit, enemies in the basement. It felt like I couldn't get away from anything. Well, I mean, I was running, but it felt like I was running into everything while I was running.
Red Dragon so far in less than 10 steps for Angel. Slamu traipses right past. Angel having to take the slow heal cast as well. Slamu now runs into the Red Dragon but gets away. Axe Knight blocks him up. Another Red Dragon for Angel, but now Angel gaining on Slamu.
It's all these heal top-offs. Slamu doesn't have to worry about it, and Angel does.
Another Red Dragon for Slamu, another Red Dragon for Angel. Oh man, this is going to come right down to the wire here. Remember, Slamu's stream started a little bit later compared to the others. I think High Spirits did work to sync that up as best as possible. They're right there, neck and neck. Slamu first to the Blue Dragon, Angel right behind.
A wizard on the end. It looks like Slamu will take it.
Hold A, Slamu. I know you're the only person with a name that starts with B in this race, but hold A. And there it is. Big Slamu is going to take 3rd place, just a few seconds ahead of Angel. Officially 55.05 for Big Slamu.
Yeah, GG, what a heck of an end of the race there. Angel is already out. It did not take very long after that. And that is, like any way I would have thought about this, I wouldn't have expected Angel to finish last, but I think it's the nature of this sort of seed where that sort of like bonkers routing, you can get really lucky or you cannot.
55.37 was the official time for Angel, and we are joined in the booth now by our 3rd place finisher, Big Slamu. Welcome in, GG.
Thanks. That was a seed.
It was indeed. How did you like that Stones of Sunlight location?
I think that was the last spot I had left. I don't know if there was anything else left. I think I hit every other floor, so it was not fun.
We had that little tease of a Star Wyvern there on Mountain 2. Did you think at that point that you were finally done?
Yeah, I thought I was done when I was on the sword and the armor. Right? I don't know where both. I don't know which one was first, but that was. Yeah, I saw the sword and I saw the armor. And I'm like, both of these could be a thing. And then the only time I've ever been disappointed to find armor. But GG's, Aaron, you clearly smoked this one. I died 3 steps short of a chest in, I think, Sharlock 3, right before you finished, and I was going to be absolutely livid if that was the chest, but luckily it wasn't.
Yeah, GG. The way it sounds, I got through the Mega Mountain a little bit faster than everybody else, but I don't know. I was definitely honing in on chest room, so I think the only thing I didn't see was that was of any use was Mountain 2, so I don't know.
Yeah, I full cleared that mountain too. I think it wasn't a whole lot of time. Obviously, once you find it, it's Once I was basically looking for Mountain 2 because that was the densest check location. As soon as I found it, I got hopeful, but no.
Yeah,
I felt like my start was actually really good. I found the wyverns, the magic wyverns and star wyverns right away, and took a fairly good chunk of XP straight away. I'm like, oh, I'll just go till heal, and then 3,000 XP later, I still don't have heal.
Yeah, I didn't. I think I did a grind on what was it near Remolder. I think I fought 3 Droll Magi, and then I was like, all right, that's good enough. And that was like the extent of grinding once we got out of the beginning zone, which I think almost all of my deaths were literally in like zone 0, 1, and 2 or right outside of them, where I just kept getting like ambushed by crap and getting killed right at the beginning.
Yeah, I didn't take a whole lot of deaths because I sat until I think I sat until 11 at least before I moved, so. But I got through the week that I was most worried about, so onward and upward from here.
Yeah, your approach to basically grinding before doing a whole lot else was definitely different than what most of the other runners did here tonight. So Aaron, Archfield, and Angel definitely did a lot more moving around, looking for things, trying for checks, looking for towns, etc. You had to do all that in retrospect, but yeah, you definitely had at least a 2-level lead for most of the seed, and then of course everybody caught up toward the end, just in the course of your having to go explore, find the things, and make the checks. I think it did you fairly well though. Again, very few deaths there in the early game. Just the cave system got you.
Yeah, I just took the wrong direction a couple times, and it is what it is, right? I mean, I don't think it's a misplay there. It just didn't route as well, and I don't think I'm making up 14 minutes no matter what. But I feel like I could have squeaked past Archfield if I had a little bit better luck there.
Well, that's the name of the game with the expanded chest pool and the stair shuffle. Find the right chest at the right time by going through the right staircase in the right order. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I'm just happy we had to do it. Like, I didn't watch any of the earlier races today, and I'm probably gonna. Well, I mean, 2 of them weren't restreamed, but I'm probably gonna try to catch the other one some point tonight or tomorrow. But I hadn't seen anything where we had to actually dig, and it's been stair shuffle being kind of a big womp for me, at least up to this point. So I'm glad that we had to, and I think there was so much stuff actually that was deep, right? Like I'm trying to remember where everything was. I think maybe we had one thing on a search spot, and the rest was all in caves. So. I mean, I got the flute. The flute was on the coordinates. I'm glad I'm the only person that got that, because that was a silly waste of time.
Yeah, I knew that I was down to the flute on coordinates after I picked up everything else, so that wasn't going to happen.
And I even bothered to pick up the death necklace, even though I knew 100% it was the death necklace, or nothing. And I actually briefly thought about equipping that before the blue dragon, and then I decided that was stupid. Like, before the spike, I thought, like, maybe I should put, like, no, because I didn't have heal more going into that, and I think I ended up winning with, like, 9 hit points left or something.
Yeah, I had 140 HP, 125 MP, and everything but a large shield.
So, strangely enough, there was a cursed item equipped.
Did Archfield do it again?
Angel this time.
Oh, okay.
I think he had a cursed belt and went to menu down to a key for the door and didn't have any. Didn't have herbs, so he menued down one and accidentally put it on.
I almost did that in Tantagel the first time in the treasury. I menued down, and luckily I caught myself. Did it cost him? I didn't see it. So
no,
Breckenridge is right there.
Yeah, so it didn't matter. I learned tonight that apparently you can walk around I knew you could walk around the castle until you left, but you couldn't get down to see the jerk because it's the last 3 or so tiles that actually check for the curse belt.
Huh. Interesting. I'm surprised it comes in from that side too, but I guess it's that whole bar, right?
Yeah, it seems to be the whole bar. So he got close to the staircase and then got kicked out before he could get to it.
We did have to recheck that cave a little bit later on, and he had to uncurse himself because, of course, that was going to be required to pick up the rainbow drop. So may have played in a little bit to the final results.
Well, I will take it. Any squeak I can get of an advantage over Angel, I will gladly take. So thanks, Angel, for the curse belt. And I'm assuming I'll see some of you guys in 2 weeks.
Hey, take care of your business next week, and maybe we will.
I gotta look at flags before I figure out what it is. That's still flying by the seat of my pants in this league, but I mean, nothing new under the sun. It's not like we've got new flags this year. So I mean, at least the flags, the mix flag, the mix is different, but we've played every flag before, so you can only unforget so much every time. So
yeah, this is probably going to be the high point of the tournament for me. I mean, I think last year I ended up with 11 points, so I've already beat that. This is kind of crazy, and next week is definitely not my strong point. Vanilla anything is, I just cringe. So we'll see. I don't know. I was talking about learning the vanilla speedrun, so the level 19 route, the one that doesn't require you to fail, 80% of the time at the end of the game after 5 hours. So.
yeah, I'd say congrats on qualifying for the playoffs, right? You're the first person mathematically qualified.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any way that we would end up with 17 even being in a play-in. I think that's about impossible. So, hey, thank you.
So just looking at the current scores, and of course there are other people that haven't raced this week. Right now, Aaron is in first place, Archfield is in second, Ragai is in third, and Slimu's in fourth.
And I think we got that Group 3 race. If anybody but Ziggy wins that, they'll be right up with Archfield and Ragai. So there you go. If Ziggy wins it, then I think he's just tied with Slimu, which is kind of funny.
We do have 3 more races left this week. 1 tomorrow night, Group 5, then Group 3 on Saturday, and a rescheduled Group 4 on Sunday. We have a couple of vodcasts coming your way, hopefully over that time frame as well. Looking forward to wrapping up Week 3 in style. Lots of races still to come, lots of stairs shuffled. Mega dungeons, perhaps, we'll see. So, Aaron, Slemu, again, GG. Any final thoughts wrapping up Week 3 here, and thoughts looking forward to Week 4?
No, I should get a big thank you to everybody that's helped put these things on. I'd say thank you to the admin staff, but I just raced against half of them, so no thanks for those guys. But thanks to all the volunteers, and appreciate you guys putting this on. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks everyone who's been volunteering today. Today was a really tough day because, I mean, we only ended up having 4 races, but a whole lot of common volunteers were in those races too. So it was nice to see some people come together to get what we can. And a big thanks to CyberDark, because I think this is way past your bedtime.
I'm on vacation, so I can manage. But you're welcome, all the same. All right, with that, I think we're going to throw it to Fred, who I believe is doing a Z1R race or something. Something Z1R anyway. Again, thank you, DB2, for co-commentating with me. Thank you, High Spirits, for restreaming. RG365 and Schmike for tracking. And thank you to the racers for putting on a decent show. Good night, all, and we'll see you at Fred's.